These is lived experiences. Welcome back to the Swine Glow Podcast Show. Do Rock Creep. It's an absolute pleasure to be back here at this round table amongst my round table family. Salute to everybody that was able to make this live. Now, look, before I jump into what I'm gonna jump into, man, let me ask you, if you haven't already did it, please take this opportunity now to like, comment, share, and most definitely subscribe to the Swine Glow Podcast Show. Do Rock Creep. I would greatly appreciate that. It helps us get further into the algorithm. And as we grow further into the algorithm, guess what? Y'all take that journey with us. Those of y'all that have become part of the family already, man, y'all already know. I've been telling y'all from day one, we're going to continue to climb. One subscriber at a time, one viewer at a time. You feel me? I'm definitely most appreciative to those of y'all that have become part of the family. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's all go on this journey together, man. And make sure y'all hit the notification bell so when I drop these videos or we do one of these lives, you'll be right there front and center. You won't miss a beat. They will notify y'all, and y'all will be right here at this round table, man, amongst the round table family. Salute to all of y'all. Okay, now look. I know everybody been seeing what's going on online, right? You feel me? And I'm not saying no names. And if y'all been paying attention to what's been going on, now you see why I don't say names. Now you see why. Well, I've learned to not say names. Let me correct myself. I've learned to not say names no more. You feel me? And the reason why I don't do reaction videos is because I know there's people out there, because they have stricken my channel multiple times. Multiple times. As we stand right now, I have a current strike on my channel right now from a buster that went and reported a video from months ago, and they just put another strike on my channel after just getting over a strike. You feel me? Which is why people probably curious at, man, he got all these followers, all these subscribers. You know what I'm saying? He's not monetized yet. Well, there's a reason for that. You feel me? Because you have busters that's out there that's striking channels. These PC rats they attacking the righteous dudes, bro. They attacking the righteous dudes. You feel me? And these dudes is utilizing the police. They are utilizing the police to get dudes' channels taken down. And if you listen to some of these dudes jump online and talk, they would have you believe that they are the most realest, authentic gangsters, Crips, and Bloods that it is out here in California. However, that's not the case. I mean, that's not the case with a lot of these dudes. I'm not saying everybody that's on YouTube is fake, you know what I'm saying, or none of that. I'm not saying that, so don't get it twisted. There's a lot of good brothers on YouTube that's doing their thing, that's doing productive work, that's doing real quality work. You feel me? That you know, the people that you see and having success on YouTube right now, they didn't make their way on YouTube to where they're at right now by jumping online, attacking dudes, trying to start bullshit ass beefs. Start a beef with somebody you can't handle what's being said or how a motherfucker coming at you or exposing your buster ass. So these dudes turn around and run to the police. That's what I've been talking about. To all of y'all out there, bro. To all of y'all out there. Anybody that you see doing police work or acting like the police, you feel me, or anything in that direction is never to be trusted, period. Any of these dudes that associate themselves with anybody that you see online that's doing police activities, hey, y'all need to break free of them. Because if they online telling on motherfuckers, best believe they would tell on you too. These are everything that they doing. This is shit that they do on the 50-50 PC yards. Straight up. Look, I remember when I was in High Desert State Prison, right? I got to High Desert State Prison in 2007. Right? When I get there, it's a lot going on. Like I told y'all about that prison, that's politic capital. A lot of dudes, a lot of gang members went there and lost their gang banging career on those yards up there for one thing or another. Right? So it was so much going on up there, right? You know how people used to snitch? You know how dudes used to tell? They would write a letter to their people and would attach a snitch kite inside that letter, knowing when you mail out your mail, the police, before they send your mail out, they're gonna read your letter. So let's just say I'm a police officer and I get your letter and I open it up and out falls a kite that you wrote, snitching on whatever, right? They were snitching like that. And then on the prison yards, they had these mailboxes where they have mailboxes inside the buildings and on the yard. Like sometimes the mailboxes will be in front of the kitchens where you can go. It's like grievance where you can put in grievances on the COs or whatever, right? And that's what those mailboxes were supposed to be for. If you had some type of grievance against one of the COs or correctional officers, you'll fill out a form called a 602. You feel me? And you're supposed to put whatever grievance that you got, you know what I'm saying, on that form, and then you can put it in a You Save 'em envelope, right? They give us these envelopes called a You Save 'em, right? That's the only way that you can mail out things that pertains to the prison. So bam, these dudes would act like they was putting in grievances, but they was really putting in kites. Now it was so much snitching going on. The police got tired of these rats. The police got tired of it. So you know what they started doing? They took away all the mailboxes. They took them off the yard. They took them all out of the buildings, right? And when they picked up your mail, they gonna come to your door. You got mail? Okay, here. They gonna open that motherfucker up right there so your cellie can see. So if it's a kite attached to that motherfucker, a kite fall up out of there, you're done. And they're doing that right there where everybody can see. You feel me? And that's how YouTube need to be. That's how YouTube need to be. If you buster ass dudes can't handle beef, you shouldn't be jumping out there starting that shit. Actively running and snitching and turning motherfuckers in. That's buster shit, bro. Straight up. And whoever get caught doing it, I personally feel like they should have a DP coming. Straight up. They should have a DP coming. Don't jump online and be like, oh, what I do on YouTube is completely different from my real life. In my real life, I'm a real gangbanger. When I'm on here, I'm just a YouTuber. So you mean to fucking tell me that you buster ass niggas can come online and snitch on a motherfucker and then go back to your hood with no repercussions? Nah, that ain't how it should work. If you're doing any form of snitching, period, whether it be online, whether it be in real life, whether it be whatever, you should be held accountable for that shit, because you's a buster and you's a snitch. Whoever it is that's doing it, whoever it is that's jumping on YouTube playing these type of police games, I don't care who it is, bro. They should be getting DP for this shit. Straight up. You feel me? And again, I send out a plea to all real men, to all the real men that's online, that's on YouTube, that's actively doing good work. You know what I'm saying? That's actually working to try to better their communities, to better themselves, you know, to better their position in life. We need to stand up against this shit, because these dudes is playing dirty. They're utilizing the police as a weapon. Straight up. And they're proudly doing it in the open, and they're admitting to this shit. They are actually admitting to being rats and snitches. And some of you dudes that's attached to these motherfuckers, y'all are proud friends of these type of people. That lets me know every single thing that I need to know about you dudes. So y'all know what I did today? When I woke up and I seen, you know, this bullshit that's going on, right, with these dudes getting people's pages took down, I came straight to YouTube, straight to my channel. I got over 2,000 videos on my channel. Okay, over 2,000. Y'all can go look. Over 2,000 videos, from short videos to long videos, right? I went through all 2,000 of those videos today, bro. And any thumbnail that I had attached to anybody that I've seen online playing police games, or who I feel may be a government informant, a rat, a snitch, right? I went and took all that shit down. I don't care if it was one view on it or if it was 17,000 views on it, right? I went through all my videos and took that shit down. I'm not finna have no attachments to no buster shit. No snitch shit. Point blank, period. You dudes are proving yourselves to be busters every single day, bro. And it's sad. You niggas is grown and y'all niggas got kids. You know what I'm saying? And what you really should be worried about, you shouldn't be worried about no other man in society. What you should be worried about is your fucking kids growing up and seeing the snitch, police, clown activity that you marks is doing online. And how they gonna grow up looking at your buster ass. Reporting people's pages, reporting people's videos, really? The rules of engagement on YouTube, nasty work. But they are showing you everything that I've been telling y'all about the PC yards, the 50-50 yards, the SMY yards, which is one and the same, right? All of them one and the same. But everything that I've been telling y'all, the homosexual activity, the dropouts, you feel me, the informants and all that, right? Everything that they got on those yards, these niggas is getting out. And they're jumping on YouTube. And they are positioning themselves all over YouTube, right? And they're banding together. And they are coming out in full force attack on anybody that's attempting to expose who they really are. When you lift these niggas' skirts up, you gonna see a G-string on all of them. ASAP Rocky type shit, buster shit, snitch shit. How can you motherfuckers be proud to associate yourself with a fucking rat, a nigga that jump online, that openly admit to getting another man's page taken down, use a fucking police? If that ain't enough proof to y'all that these dudes is trash and you still choose to associate yourself with these marks, you are worse than them. I don't give a fuck what type of favors they doing for it, nigga. What position they can put you in, how much a couple of dollars these niggas is putting in your pocket, or none of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might as well be walking around side by side with them with your finger in they fucking belt strap, like a bitch, like the bitch that you are. Point blank, period. I know what a whole bunch of you dudes would be if y'all was in this prison. I know it, bro. You niggas that have the Kool-Aid lipstick, you know what I'm saying, with the eyeshadow and full makeup with your shirt tied up in the front like a bitch. Because that's what you are. If you jumping online, snitching on motherfuckers, you's a bitch, bro. Straight up. I unsubscribed to a whole bunch of people's pages today, man, because I'm cool. Any of you dudes, bro, that's friends with these busters, bro, don't unsubscribe to me on the set. Unsubscribe to me. I'm cool. I don't need your friendship. I don't need nothing from you. Don't even make no comments in my shit. If you are friends with anybody that's online playing police games, nigga, fuck you too. I'm looking at you the same way as these busters. as these snitches, as these rats, these PCs, these SMYs, point blank period. I don't give a fuck if you a Crip, if you a Blood, if you a Southside or North Daniel, I don't give a fuck, nigga, fuck you. Get the fuck off my page. Straight up. We would never be friends. I would never relate to you. None of that shit. And again, I ask you dudes, don't come to me talking on behalf of no rat, no PC, no X this, no X that. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I don't have to say these dudes' names. They know who they are. And if you offended by anything that I say, right? Fuck you. If the shoe fit, wear it. Point blank period. What you gonna do? Nothing. But go tell the police, oh, he cyberbullying me. How? I ain't said you niggas' names. I ain't ran none of your content. And I'm not. Because I know how you get down. Me, I'm an easy target for you busters. You feel me? And with that knowledge, with me knowing that, you know what I'm saying? I play the game a step ahead every time. You feel me? But see, my thing is this. I don't come here just going and starting beef with dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like you see some of these other dudes, how they engage in the bullshit. I'm not here for none of that. But sometimes you have to be the sacrificial lamb, bro. Sometimes you have to be willing to jump out there when war start. There's no time to second guess what you gonna do. You know what the fuck you got to do when the war start, nigga. Survival. So you fight like hell. I've been in a number of fucking riots, some where I didn't have a knife and the other dudes had the knife, but there's no running. You got to fight. You got to assist your comrade. Point blank period. Like I told y'all, I approach this YouTube shit exactly how I carry myself in here. Point blank period. When it's up, it's up. And right now, I feel like it's up. I feel like it's an attack on the righteous. By all these busters, these marks, these PCs, these snitches, these rats, these dropouts, these chomos. I feel like we are under attack, bro. And as long as these dudes continue to set out their attack on the righteous have to continue to stand up for each other. Stop approaching this YouTube shit looking at the other righteous dude as an op. He's not the op. It's these niggas that's snitching, that's playing these police games. Them are the ops. Why are we allowing these buster ass snitches' voices to be louder than ours? Niggas, stand the fuck up. Niggas getting pages taken down and happily doing this bitch ass shit, bro. And y'all wonder why these young dudes in society is so fucked up, because they seeing they big homeboys jump online doing these police ass shit and making it seem like that's the cool thing to do because the big homie is doing it. No, that's some buster shit. And again, anybody, I don't give a fuck who it is, anybody that's playing police games on this internet, bro, they need to get DP'd. They need to be sanctioned to their hood, and they need to be getting DP'd, bro. If not, a put off, because they making their whole entire sections look extremely bad. Point blank period, bro. If you're not here to be a person to help your community, rebuild your community, right? These dudes, a lot of these dudes, they have big platforms. They have people that's actually listening to them and tuning in and looking to them for the accurate, appropriate information. Stuff that they may not know. But they going to these dudes, and these dudes is playing police games like that. And making people think that that's cool. Nah, ain't nothing cool about that, bro. At all. Not at all. This shit is ugly. These dudes is playing dirty. They hitting below the belt. And the only reason why they doing this shit is because the threat of the truth they can't combat against. And when you can't combat against the truth, what's the next best thing for a buster to do? He gonna try to kill you off. A lot of them too much of a coward to pick up a strap and do it, so they gonna run to the police and get you taken out like that. Many of us have fallen to that of a buster. That's ugly. That's nasty work, man. If any of y'all subscribe to these busters y'all see online playing these police games, if you suspect them of being rats, snitches, PCs, SMYs, 50-50, right? I suggest y'all unsubscribe to them, bro. Because that's not what it is, bro. That's not what it is. Miss Golden, I see you, beautiful lady. She said, shaking my head, can't even move forward. Man, that's real. Wizard, I see you. Shout out to you, bro. Much love and respect to you as always. Shout out to you. Shout out to Australia. You feel me? I love them. They love me out there in Australia. Out there. The Texter, what's up, bro? What's the deal, man? I'm glad you was able to make the live, homie. Salute. J-Dub, what's up, Brody? At the round table, J-Dub said, always, Brody. It's hot today. It's hot as a motherfucker, man. What y'all hear in the background is my fan. Golden said, what YouTube need is a Damian Porter, that's who she talking about, 16 to Life, and a Creep Show. That would definitely be a good one. For real, for real. What's up, bro? I see you, man. Salute to you. That's my bro, man, from Pasadena, Denver Lane. Shout out to him, man. I was on the street with bro. Good dude. Solid dude. Miss Golden said, yes, it is, but I was talking about us getting another strike. Getting another strike. J-Dub said, is it true that when someone reports you, YouTube gives you the paperwork of who ratted on the channel? Yeah, they do. They will send you an email. I got the email of the person they report. Every time they reported my channel, they gonna let you know. They gonna have that person's name, information, and what video it is that they actually reported. They gonna show you exactly what video it was and the person's name that reported that video. They send you an email off the top. They got to. You feel me? Any strikeable video that you may have posted or used, you feel me? If a person go report that, whoever it is that's reporting it, they got to let you know who it is, so you can either get at them in the email to try to settle it, or YouTube will strike you. They'll make you go to YouTube school and all. It's a whole thing, bro. But yeah, they let you know. J-Dub say, I think we all have the right to know who's in these internet snitch gangs. Yeah, we do. We do got the right to that, bro. You feel me? Because you have people that has admitted to doing it, though. They ain't got no problem with admitting it. I've seen dudes jump online talking about, oh, yeah, I don't have a problem with putting a strike on nobody's channel if they use my content and this and that and blah, 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 right? Which is why I don't do it. You feel me? Because as soon as the beef get real and you go in a little bit too hard and you expose these dudes for who they really are, busters with G-strings on, you know what I'm saying? They gonna go tell. They can't handle it. They gonna go snitch. They running straight to the YouTube cops, like probably a whole bunch of them did when they was in prison. They ain't doing nothing but taking them bad character traits back to the streets with them when they parole from them PC yards, man. If they was in prison, telling, trust me, they gonna go out to the streets, jump on YouTube, develop a voice, get a platform. You feel me? And if you go at them too strong, they're gonna tell on you. They're gonna rat. It's in their nature to do that. Anybody that went to one of them yards, I promise you, snitching ain't out their system, bro. They go over there and become even more bitter. Look at the ones that jumped out of the PC yards and jumped online and developed the voice. Look at them. The biggest mouths, the loudest mouths, people that usually talk like that usually have the police behind them, which is why they're not scared of you. You feel me? They ain't got no problem with putting on the show, especially now they got cameras in front of them too. Oh, it's gonna be the police is watching and they know this. I refuse to get on here. I'm not entertaining no beef, which is why I'm not saying none of these marks names. You know what I'm saying? They know who they are. The shoe fit, wear it. The truth hurt though, don't it? I know some of them gonna see this. I know it. I don't give a fuck. Go snitch. Go. Go. I know that's what y'all do. See, I'm in prison. I know what these rats do, bro. I know how they get down. All they doing, they dropping kites, just like how they doing here. When you drop a kite, you know what I'm saying? That's called snitching. That's called telling. You know what I'm saying? They drop kites to the police, informing the police about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Tell on the whole yard, get the whole yard turned upside down. That's what these busters is doing on YouTube right now. It's the same fucking shit. Ain't no difference. Miss Golden say, run and tell like a motherfucker. J-Dub say, but are we snitching by wanting to put the names out of who's snitching? But you know. You know why? You know why it ain't? You know why it ain't considered snitching? Right? Because they snitched on you. You know what I'm saying? So the people need to know who these, if we don't allow the rest of the masses to know who these people are, they're going to continue to do it, bro. Which is why when you're in jail or in the hood, right? If it's a snitch that has been there, that has came and done some damage, the word get out about them. It's supposed to, so they can't keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers have to be stopped one way or another. They have to be exposed because they are going all out to try to take us out. You feel me? The truth is a threat to a lot of these marks, bro. Oh, trust and believe. Trust and believe. Since I start speaking out about all this shit, these PCs and these rats. Oh, trust and believe. They've been talking like a motherfucker. That old ass nigga, old bitter ass nigga in prison, you know what I'm saying, making these videos. He needs to shut his old ass up and sit down and do his time inside that jail cell. Right? I be seeing these comments laughing like a motherfucker, man. Laughing like a motherfucker. And as soon as you go to they pages, it ain't no videos, it ain't no picture. They got a bogus name up, all that. Busters. Straight busters. J-Dub say, as much as I want to know who's snitching, I know we don't say no names, never. So this shit effed up. Yeah, hey, it is fucked up, J-Dub. Well, let me say this, right? Being that I'm addressing this situation in the way that I am right now, right? It's gonna come out, right? So the message is clear. The message is clear. When it come out, who the person is, well, it's already out there, right? But when it's come out and it's certified who these people are, bro, right? Revert back to this video on what I've been saying. Right? And the real ones have to stand up and stand against this shit. Somebody got to. You feel me? And I know that I'm not the only one that feel like this, bro. A lot of these dudes been doing this shit a lot longer than me. Like I said, a lot of them have big platforms. They have big voices. You know what I'm saying? But it's always these type of mark ass, snitch ass niggas that get in those positions like that. Why? Because they've been fake the whole motherfucking time. You feel me? They've been pulling the wool over all y'all eyes to get y'all to go to their channels, subscribe to their channels, tune in to everything that they saying because they come across as being legit motherfuckers, right? Got gang banging backgrounds, you know what I'm saying, and all that. Make it seem like they can go into their hoods and hang out and all this shit, right? And the whole time these dudes be rotten to the fucking core. Straight up. J-Dub said, that's dirty, Miss Golden. Don't ask. Oh. Beach Boy, what's up, Brody? I see you, man. Salute to you. Much love and respect always, man. I'm glad you was able to make the live, homie. For real, for real. Ticks to say part of war. Snitching part of war? Is that what you mean? Because, and I know some people that utilize snitching as, and would consider that as part of war, right? However, and that's something that has been taking a lot of dudes out the game, right? When you have stand-up people that has never snitched on nothing ever in their life, but they get snitched on. It's like, damn, man, what am I to do as a real nigga when you got these motherfuckers that's jumping out there, that utilizing the police to their benefit by telling, and have the police standing behind them? Like, what the fuck can I do? Well, what I can do as a real one is make the people out there aware of these motherfuckers. They exist. They jumping fresh off these PC yards, or, you know what I'm saying, they have been removed out the game, you know what I'm saying, and become part of this world. You know what I'm saying? Part of the YouTube world. Where they feel like they can come on here and just openly snitch on shit. Did it? What's up? I see you. You crazy. You crazy. I ain't touching that, dude. I'm not saying nothing in that direction. No comment. Diddy did is a motherfucking fool, though. For real, for real. Wizard, love you too, bro. Beach Boy said, the crazy thing is, dudes be playing favoritism when it comes to those rats, especially if the rat had a previous reputation. That's what I'm saying. Should nobody be coming to the aid of a rat, right? But yet and still, you have these dudes you have these dudes that are jumping a video and get the bragging about what a rat used to be. They're not highlighting now that these dudes are actually rats, that they actually went to PC yards. You know what I'm saying? Once you go to one of those yards, whatever career that you had, your wins, your in fights and gunplay and all that shit, that's over with. That's a wrap. That shit no longer matters. It no longer exists. We should not be acknowledging these people as real motherfuckers. You know how many people I've known that has went over there that had careers that you would never hear me talk about? What for? They are considered to be nothing once they go over there, bro. Point blank, period. I don't care how good they try to make it sound. You know what I'm saying? When they go to a show like a PC Jumper, you know what I'm saying? Or one of these other platforms, right? And is given the opportunity to, it always amazes me seeing these type of people jump on these shows and speak politics fresh off a PC yard. Get on there and say, oh yeah, I was on a 50-50. They won't say PC. 50, I was on a 50. Nigga, you was PC, nigga. Straight up, you was PC. Period. 50-50 is PC. I don't give a fuck how nobody try to break it down or how good you try to make it sound. See, me and the homies was talking about this shit today, right? When you go to one of those 50-50 yards, I've said it and I'll say it again, I'm going to continue to say it, right? You have to sign paperwork to get over there. See, the PCs, they can't sign paperwork to leave the PC yard and come back to a general population. That ain't going to happen. But when these dudes leave the general population and go over there, they have to sign paperwork, legally making them a PC. Okay? So once you go over there, that's what you are considered. All that 50-50 shit, it ain't no separation, my nigga. They're one in the fucking same. It's just a soft way of saying PC. There's no way you gonna find no PC signing no paperwork to leave a PC yard to come back to the general population. I have never seen it in the whole, how many years of prison time I got all together? I came to prison back in 1991. That was my first time coming to prison, right? So from then to now, I have never seen that. I've never seen no PC go from a PC yard to general population. Never. Jada say, I'm definitely not trying to silence you with my beliefs, homie. In fact, I'm with you on this. It's not snitching. Expose all rats. Oh yeah, no. Hell nah. You saying exactly the right, exactly. You on point. Did it said, and shouldn't have dropped that video he did last night talking about them phones inside the joint. That was just outright telling on all the convicts just to get. Yeah, I ain't got no comment on that either. Did it, unfortunately. You feel me? Yeah, I ain't got no comment on that, bro. Did it say, remember y'all, you gotta come back after the live to hit the hype button. Wish they would add. Put that up for you, Diddy. I appreciate that too, Diddy did it. Where's it say, I was worried about you picking fights with known tellers, but after you explained it, I'm with you 100%. Hey, Wizard. Hey, I'm not picking. That's the thing, right? I ain't said nobody's name. You got people that has been getting offended because what I said ended up going viral, right? To a certain degree, but I ain't said nobody's name. People get offended when the truth is exposed and put out there. So they jump in the comment sections and talk shit like little bitches. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. But as far as me attacking any other podcasters and no, I'm not going after no specific people. I'm talking about everybody that's guilty of the shit. Any PC, any rat, any snitch. If the shoe fit, wear it. If the nigga get offended by it, then guess what? I'm talking to them. Point blank period. And I don't give a fuck who it is. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm not going to give ammunition by me saying their name, putting them in my thumbnails, putting their names in the thumbnails, and all that shit. That's how they come after you. That's how they come after you. Or you use their content, that's how they come after you. They call that shit cyberbullying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, I ain't finna do none of that. I've learned, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing YouTube for a couple of years now. You know what I'm saying? It's been a slow start, but I've learned. You know what I'm saying? By seeing all this police ass shit that's going on online right now that these buster ass, snitch ass niggas is doing, getting people wiped out. But here it is. They supposed to be gang members. They supposed to be hardcore. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be speak, somebody in your section where you from. You supposed to be somebody, but turn around and go run to the police and tell and get a nigga page took down. That's just like the snitches in here. That's why I hate the motherfuckers so much. You know how many times I've been told on here by these bitch ass motherfuckers? A million times. And it ain't gonna, it's gonna continue to happen. I know this. I'm not naive to the fact. I know that the snitches is gonna continue to work to try to wipe out all the real niggas. They gonna try to devoice us. They don't want the truth to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The video is already, this is live. It's already out there. So you can't stop my voice. And it's gonna continue to be out there long after I'm gone. This is here forever, baby. Period. Beach Boy said, it tripped me out. It was a female podcaster giving all the PCs an interview, and every last one of them was hating on gender population. Hey, Beach Boy. Hey, Beach Boy, that's why you my nigga, bro. Right? Because I know exactly who you talking about, right? Hey, man. Hey, the game is trash, bro. As long as you have people that's out there that's like that, right? The game is gonna be shitty because you have sympathizers of all kind, right? I don't know what that person's purpose is in life, right? By giving those type of people the spotlight like that, right? With a lot of their backgrounds and a lot of the things that they are attached to by being on those yards, right? A lot of these dudes got bad charges on them, bro. So it always boggles my mind when I see people that's willing to jump out there and associate themselves with these type of people and give them voices like that, bro. Oh, everybody need to be heard. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. If that's the case, give Harvey Weinstein a big voice and platform. Give R. Kelly a big voice and platform. Give all these bitch ass motherfuckers that committed crimes against kids and women a voice and platform. If that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, these motherfuckers don't got no integrity about themselves. And I feel for their kids if they got them or if they have them. Because you coming into the world with the parents of straight up bitches, of straight up snitches, rats, pieces of shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, but then again, Beach Boy, look at that person that's doing that. Everything fake about them. From head to toe, everything. You feel me? Diddy said, I have seen it late at night when everyone is sleeping. I seen a rat slip out the PC unit. Slip out the PC unit for some crumbs. This nigga crazy as a motherfucker. Yeah, they'll start striking you. So I'll say it for you. Hey, for sure. Because I ain't seeing these niggas there. Plus, I don't entertain. I would never give them that. They got it already. So why would I give any extra added attention to these bitch ass motherfuckers, bro? You know what I'm saying? Why? It makes no sense. And should nobody be mentioning their names, saying their names, or none of that shit, because all they gonna do is use it against you. And it's helping them. It's making them even more nefarious. They become these mythical ass nightmares, you know what I'm saying, online to all of us behind the bullshit rat shit that they do, bro. Diddy crazy as a motherfucker, bro. Adrian Cook, what's up, Brody? I see you, man. Salute. I'm glad you was able to make the live, man. For sure. Much love and respect to you, as always. Diddy said, it's tapping with them dudes on the yard, too. He's a buster with some paperwork. He's be Dick Rod. Man, hey, man, let me tell you this, bro. Anybody that buries themselves, other people's paperwork, got skeletons in their closet as well. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's working that hard to try to expose, but a lot of this shit be fake and made up. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe them busters. Because that's all they are, is busters. These niggas is hiding out somewhere. And when they do go out, they paying motherfucking 50 people to be with them. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna catch these dudes out and about by themselves. You not. But they got the biggest fucking dick sucking lips on YouTube. Always running them motherfuckers. Always. Talking shit and getting in everybody's business like the bitches that they are. These niggas is police, bro. Straight up. Diddy did it said, you and Golden got any wedding plans? Miss Golden is my forever. You know what I'm saying? Miss Golden is my forever, and she definitely gonna get a ring on her finger. You feel me? But back to what I was saying. Y'all got to be very, very cautious of these dudes. I'm telling you now, bro. I'm telling you now. I'm not the only one that's going to be standing up speaking about this shit, right? I'm not. I know I ain't. And if I am, that's just sad and crazy. A nigga in prison, they have to speak up on this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's calling for other real niggas to step up. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to devoice everybody. The truth, the exposure of the truth, that's like the devil coming face to face with God. Oh no. You know what I'm saying? What can I do? This is the biggest threat to me ever. That's how they look at this shit. You feel me? So yeah, if they playing police games online, I don't care who it is, Crip or Blood, you know what I'm saying? And talking about they doing this for entertainment purposes and all that bitch ass shit. Hey bro, they're police for real, for real. Don't fuck with them, bro. Stop giving these dudes the notoriety that they've been given because of the acknowledgement of them coming across to y'all as being real motherfuckers, and they not. If they online playing police games and trying to say, oh, it's content. It's content. Right? The new word for snitch is content. The new word for snitch is content, bro. I've said it before, I say it again. Diddy is a fool. Hey man, but yeah man, hey, the threat is real, bro. The threat is real. These dudes is actively attacking each and every person one by one that they feel is a threat to them, bro. You know what I'm saying? So just like how they banding together and trying to be on top of their game, we got to be just as strong together. You know what I'm saying? In support of each other, bro. Against all this shit. Niggas, stop attacking each other. If you a righteous dude, if you a righteous man, and you on YouTube and you got a platform, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you're somebody and you don't get on here playing no police games, you know what I'm saying? Or none of that shit. You know, bro, we need to band together. I'm a real one. I ain't on no PC yard. I ain't on no 50-50 yard. I ain't on no EOP yard, SNY yard. I'm not on no dropout yard, bro. Not at all. You feel me? Adrian Cook said they snitch when they see a gun, then say it's content police jump. Hey, man, hey, they gonna tell on whatever it is. That's why, like in prison, you got to try to move below the radar. You know what I'm saying? Because they can only tell on what they see. If they can't see it and they don't know what you got going on like that, then they can't tell on it. But if you slipping and you allow them to see some shit, then guess what? They're gonna tell on you. Period. they in the chat trip. Miss Golden. Yes, Miss Golden, man, not Goldie. You get nervous. Diddy did as a fool, man. That's my bro though. Hey, but yeah, man. Hey, man. I know everybody here that was able to make the live. Shout out to everybody that's able to catch this a little bit later. I know people got jobs. You know what I'm saying? They got responsibilities, kids to take care of, and all that. You know, so you're probably still occupied in your day. However, whenever you are able to catch up to this video, man, hey, shout out to you. Salute to you, man. I appreciate you tapping in no matter where you at in the world. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all of y'all. I appreciate y'all. Beach Boy said the game is rigged. Man, Beach Boy is on today. It has to be an agenda at play, and these dudes are using the internet to push the agenda because it makes no sense for all this police activity and PCs being accepted. Oh my God. Boy, man, hey, man, I'm gonna have to get you on here, bro. I'm gonna have to get you on the show, bro, because you said it a million times. That's the exact message that I've been trying to relay to our roundtable family. And you said, let me throw this up, man. That's some real shit. Adrian Cook said, bro, can you remember your X-rated video? Yes, I can. It's two. It's two videos that I did about him, right? Let me see. What did I title those videos, man? Damn, I can't even remember what I titled them. You just go through the video section, right? It's like a couple of months ago, like probably about 5 or 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna see the thumbnail with it's a picture of me and him on it, and it got his name in the title. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find. You have a lot of videos. Yeah, man, I do. I got a lot of videos, bro. You feel me? One day you're gonna have to, you know, be on one feeling good, man, and binge watch them. You know what I'm saying? But the X-rated videos is two. It's one that I did, and then he got mad about it and responded and sent a message on that first video, which inspired me to double back and make another video. So it's two. You feel me? I actually posted the comments that he made in the community comments section on here on my channel. Diddy did it say we gotta have pod cookout live one day this summer. Hey, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that very soon. Somebody else suggested that I do a video making a prison spread. So I'm gonna do that, man. I'll probably make some burritos or something. You know what I'm saying? And do it live. You feel me? Because somebody else did suggest that, bro. That's a good idea. And you know what's crazy about that? I posted a couple of videos of another guy that's in prison that be making cooking videos, right? I'm probably familiar with him, but I've posted a couple of his videos. Do you know this motherfucker had the audacity to try to strike my channel for posting his video? How the fuck you gonna strike? You a nigga in prison striking another nigga in prison. That's nasty work. Hey, Adrian Cook, I wish I could remember the exact titles to those X-rated videos, right? Um, I think it was titled X-rated was Marcelli before he went PC. That he was mad about that too. Um, I think it was the first one was titled X-rated was Marcelli before he went PC, and then the other one was titled X-rated responded some. I can't remember verbatim. I'm sorry. Miss Golden said one day you should have all of them on at the same time. That would be tight. Who you talking about, Miss Golden? Adrian Cook said that's wild. Yeah, man. Hey, people do some crazy stuff in this YouTube space, man. I have seen some of the craziest shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. From some of these dudes supposed to be stand-up dudes and shit. You know what I'm saying? They would have you believe that they are, and turn around and do this police ass shit, going and reporting this and reporting that, running to the police. These the same type of niggas. They was in jail, they'd be dropping kites on everybody, getting the whole fucking yard hit and turned upside down and searched, you know what I'm saying? And getting shit took. Getting niggas sent to the hole, getting niggas shoot programs and all that just from snitching. Because they in misery. Busters. I hate, man. Y'all just don't know, bro. Diddy said, I've seen so many faces. I don't know how many of y'all ever been told on before, right? Snitched on. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in prison to get snitched on either. You know what I'm saying? You definitely can get snitched on out there. And from what I hear, it's a lot of snitches. Hold on, y'all. I'm still here. Just cut the camera off. But from what I hear, man, you know, there's a lot of them out there. And I see a lot of them jumping online who's very, very active still in their snitching, in their telling. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You feel me? Still active in their telling and in their snitching, bro. You feel me? And these dudes are posing as Crips and Bloods. On top of that. And let me say something else, because I seen something else that kind of tripped me out, right? And I ain't, of course, I'm not gonna say nobody's name or none of that shit, right? But like I said, people get mad when the truth is thrown out there and exposed about people. You know what I'm saying? And they reactions is crazy. You know what I mean? I seen somebody jump out there and get to talking shit about OGs. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that's part of the problem. You know, because when you have elder dudes, you know, that is actually trying to do some productive shit the right way, not misleading the youth, not telling the youth to go into their communities and commit crimes and, you know what I'm saying, harm people, you know, put their safety and freedom in jeopardy and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? When you have dudes that's actively trying to do some righteous shit and teach you something, you always got a dick sucking buster that'll jump out there, right? Against it. When you have nothing to do with nothing. You have nothing to do with nothing, but still jump out there and talk shit. You know what I'm saying? About dudes that's actually trying to do some productive shit and not just talk about it. You feel me? Like, that's nasty work, bro. And them type of people is the problem. Straight up. Colin, I see you, man. Salute to you. I send my love, best wishes, and regards to you always, bro. For real, for real. Matter of fact, let me add you because I haven't added you yet. I've been meaning to do that, Colin. My bad, Colin. much. You're official, man. My people from Australia, man, got to show them love always. Always. They show me love unconditionally. Shout out to my boy Biff over at the Chaos Chronicles podcast too as well. Shout out to 16 to Life. Shout out to Damian Porter. Shout out to Damu Keepway Conversation. Deuce M's, Yael. Shout out to Trigger Bird. Who am I forgetting, man? Shout out to Odium Slim. You feel me? Shout out to all the righteous dudes that's in this space, man. Working to make a difference and actually standing up, you know what I'm saying? Not just for themselves, but for the community as well, for their communities. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to beat the voice, bro. It's not going to happen, bro. Adrian Cook said, do you have a Cash App? Yes, I do. Miss Golden, what you talking about? That's crazy. Never mind. What? And people ask like, hey man, why you be coming across so angry in your videos, when approaching these subjects? You know why? Because there needs to be anger. What the fuck I'm gonna come on here, you know what I'm saying, laughing and giggling about the situation when there's nothing funny about it? You feel me? I've been a victim of snitches. I know how I feel to get told on. You know what I'm saying? I know how I feel to take loss after you've been told on. I know that feeling. That's not a good feeling to have. I don't want nobody else to have that feeling. So what's the next best thing that I can do to help anybody else prevent that is by standing up for what's right and speaking on the shit, that needs to be spoken on when it comes to these rats, and exposing them and bringing the truth to the table. That's what they fear, and that's what they want to stop. You feel me? Adrian Cook said, if you are for your people, you are supposed to get offended. Man, I am absolutely offended by all of this trash garbage that's going on YouTube, online right now, bro. Why am I personally offended by it? Because you have PCs and you have snitches that are banding together, right, to make their voices louder than the righteous. But actually, they want their voices to be the only ones heard, and the righteous up out of here. See, they taking the same philosophy that the rats and the PCs do in prison. That's why it's more PC yards in California prisons than it is general population yards. That's a fact. It's more PCs, SNY rats than it is general population. That's a fact. Straight up. Miss Golden, throw that cash up in the chat. Diddy said, nigga, what's the Cash App? Oh man. Diddy is a fool, bro. Adrian Cook said they push the rats to the front and the real to the back. Yeah, well, they don't push the real to the back. They trying to push the real off the cliff, as we are seeing. They not pushing us to the back. They trying to push us off the cliff. They trying to end us. And that's a fact. Come on, man. I can't say bro name, right? But I'm going to say this, bro. This guy just got his page taken, right? This same guy was called out by a PC SNY rat doing a live broadcast, right? This same guy is caught up in other controversies, and I've never heard anything bad about this guy. I never heard he PC'd up nowhere, in no jail or in no prison. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard anything of the kind. And I'm around bros, homeboys, real ones. You know what I'm saying? They ain't said nothing bad about bro, ever. You know what I'm saying? But here it is. You got all these other internet, YouTube busters, PCs, rats, wanna be cops. They really do. It's nothing for you bum ass niggas to go join the academy if that's what you want to be. Stop pretending to be gang members. Stop pretending to be like you really from the streets and you really about that life, but you really about telling. This applies to anybody that's online playing police games, bro. Straight up. I don't care who like it. You offended by it? Hey, so what? You supposed to be. Did it. You know who I'm talking about? I ain't even got to say bro name, and he's not. You know what? Because he's not bad in my eyes. Yeah, Sporty Face. That's exactly who I'm talking about. Sporty Face, bro. He not bad in my eyes, not at all. What did he do wrong? But here it is. You got these other people, for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? That's jumping off the cliff on bro. You know what I'm saying? And I you know, I have never seen anything like this, bro. Never, bro. Never. 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 And it's time for dudes to start taking a stand, man. Y'all don't want to get snitched on. I don't want to get snitched on either. But at the same time, we got to start doing something around this motherfucker, or we are not gonna have a voice, period. All these, only thing y'all gonna be able to hear, the Swanglow family, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else, only thing y'all gonna be hearing is PC jumper ass motherfuckers, bro. And that shit is trash, garbage. Straight up. So we got to start taking a stand. Why not? You don't stand for anything, man, you're going to fall for everything. Adrian Cook say, yeah, he never PC up. Oh, yeah, I've never heard nothing like that on bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, if people have their own personal issues with him, then hey, that, you know, if I look at it like this, if you got an issue with y'all out there on the street, just like how in here, if I got an issue with another man, right, I'm going to approach that man, and I don't want nobody else to get involved. This don't have to involve, you know, everybody. Mano o mano. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, jumping behind the camera, making videos, talking shit. You know, and another thing that absolutely turned my stomach is seeing Buster bitch ass niggas talk about people's deceased family members. Bro. See, a person that do some shit like that, you know he got protection of the police. You know this motherfucker got the protection of the police. If a motherfucker is willing to jump out there and talk about somebody's deceased family member, he got the protection of the police for sure, for sure. Straight up. You do something like that, boy, and don't lose no sleep without no worries and none of that, yeah, you working with Popo for real, for real. You working with Popo for real, because you can't not be that stupid enough to do something like that and think there will be no repercussions behind it. There is repercussions behind that. You feel me? I fear for myself how I would respond to somebody that disrespected one of my deceased family members, right? Or one of my deceased homies, right? Who I love and adore to the utmost. To jump online behind a camera and disrespect my family member that is deceased, or one of my homeboys that's deceased, I fear how I'm gonna respond to that. Because, hey, I'm gonna be like a bull. All I'm seeing is just red. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But I find that to be absolutely disgusting. I find that to be, um, hold up, y'all. I find that to be disgusting. I find that to be like low hanging fruit. I find that to be like this just the absolute most despicable thing that one could do. Because you're talking about people that can't fend for themselves. You feel me? That is no longer here. You're talking about people that would be far more of a greater person than you bitch ass niggas will ever be in a million lifetimes. And you choose to utilize your dick suckers to disrespect them? Oh no, I'm not having it. I'm not having it, bro. I'm not gonna even say what I would do because I'm trying to come home. You feel me? And I can't allow, you know, something like that to overcloud my judgment on how, you know, the message that I come to this platform to deliver because it's a no-brainer. Like I don't know too many people that would take that level of disrespect well at all. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. You feel me? But again, I say people that do that definitely have the protection of the police behind them. I promise you that. Collins say respect is a rare commodity. I swear it is, man, especially in this day and age. These dudes ain't got no respect. And they wonder why shit is so fucked up with these young dudes out there in the communities now. And making all the excuses, oh, the OGs ain't trying to teach us nothing. The OGs this, the OGs that, man. Get the fuck out of here with that. You buster ass niggas. Get the fuck out of here, bro. J-Dub say, I feel like every time I hear these fools say dead homies, it's disrespectful to yours and mine. Cause I'm thinking about my dead homies every time they say it. Hey man, hey J-Dub, I personally have issue with that, right? Because um a lot of these dudes that's doing that has never even met some of the ones that was doing this shit long before them. You know what I'm saying? That was way greater people than they would ever be. You know what I'm saying? And to constantly put something on them, people that you never met, you know what I'm saying? People whose shoes you would never be able to step in. Never. You feel me? And to hear that over and over, it's like, damn, bro, I think about my homies, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? And I know these dudes. I was side by side with them, shoulder to shoulder with them, in the trenches with them. You know what I'm saying? I did good with them. I did bad with them. I slept in cars with them. You know what I'm saying? Drunk with them, smoked with them, went through all the good times and bad times with them. And these niggas ain't never met my dead homies. So to constantly put something on them like that is fucked up. It really is. That's why I don't do it. That shit hurt. It burns my soul every time I hear it. Every time I hear it, dead homies. I hear that shit all day, every day. That shit is like glass shattering in my fucking ear. Every time I hear it. Because my homies pop in my head, just like how you said you think about yours. These guys' pictures, the images, the last time I seen them, the last time I kicked it with them, I remember my homie Diamond Blue, rest in peace, right? This is probably one of my closest road dogs I ever had in my life, right? He ended up getting unalived back in 1998 um, over a female. Over a female. You know what I'm saying? And the guy that unalived him ended up doing it while he was holding his little baby. Little baby. Gunned him down while he was holding his baby. Thankfully, the baby wasn't harmed, but he killed the homie. right? But thinking about that, and the last time I seen him, the very last time I seen my homie, man, I was going to trial on this case, and I told this story before on the channel, right? But um, I remember he was in prison. I was in the L.A. County jail, and I had called him down as a witness on this case, and he came, and he brought a gang of tobacco and weed, right? And I remember us sitting in the court tank, and he pulled out the tobacco and the weed because he knew I hadn't smoked in a long time. I'm in the L.A. County jail going through it, stressed out, fighting this case, right? So he like, here, man. He like, do your thing. So I'm hitting the cigarettes. This when I smoke tobacco. I'm hitting the cigarettes and I'm smoking the weed. I'm in there choking like a motherfucker, right? And I'm trying to pass it to him. He like, nah, man. He like, you ain't smoked nothing in a long time, nigga. Do your thing, right? And he just sitting there just looking at me like, damn, my nigga ain't smoked nothing in a while, right? And I remember us talking in that tank, and I remember him telling me like, man, something gonna have to change, bro. He's like, if you beat this case, something gonna have to change on how we been getting down on the streets, because we can't keep getting locked up going through this shit. We can't keep going through this, bro. Everything that we were supposed to be doing as gang members, you know what I'm saying? The objective was always to get out the hood, to create a better space for ourselves. You know what I mean? So we can say that we was one of the fortunate ones that's able to make it out and become successes, right? I remember us having that conversation, and then uh, he ended up going home. He ended up getting out during my trial. And I remember him coming to court still, sitting in the courtroom, and me looking back there at him and shit, and him telling me he like I want that shirt you got, right? And I'm like, you want this? He's like, yeah, I want that shirt, man. He like, that shirt hard. It's a shirt that I was wearing during my trial. So I'm like, all right. He's like, don't even trip. He's like, I'm finna go buy you a new one, but I want that one. This fool went and bought me a brand new shirt, got it through my lawyer, and I gave him the shirt that I was wearing the trial. And when he came and got on the stand for me, he had that shirt on. You feel me? And the very last image that I have of him is wearing that shirt and walking out the courtroom. And when he walked by me, right, I remember him throwing our hood up and putting it up under his chin, lifting his head up like that, telling me to keep my head up. And that was the last time I seen him, bro. And he got killed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when these dudes put shit on the dead homies, that's the type of shit that comes back to my mind. These niggas ain't never met my dead homies. Never. Charles says, salute to the chat. What's the topic? I just joined. Hey, Charles, I appreciate you tapping in, Brody. Much love. I thank you. Adrian Cook said, I found the X-rated video. It's 10 months ago. Oh, okay. And I'm going to watch it after this. Thank you, homie. For sure, for sure. I appreciate you going to check that out, Adrian Cook, for real. It's good shit. Did it said Busters and Marks. Mm-hmm. Miss Golden said, we appreciate that and thank you. Oh, she talking to Diddy Did It. J Dub said, it grinds my gears, bro. Hey, man, I know, bro. Damo Robbins, what's up with my Brody, man? I'm glad you made the live, man. I appreciate you. I send all my love and respect to you as always, homie. You and the fam bam. For real, for real. Charles say, okay, the Busters and Marks and over the planet, it's only a few real ones out here. Yeah, man. I know, man. I know it's shortcoming when it comes to real stand-up men. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you know, being that it's a shortage of real ones out there, man. I feel bad for the women too. You feel me? Because they got to settle for busters. They got to settle for clowns. They got to settle for government informants, PCs, and rats. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them is gonna get in relationships with these busters and have kids by 'em. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, the kids is being created by a rat, a buster, a PC, and then they grow up, unfortunately, to be like they fucking fathers. Unfortunately, and that's sad and it's fucked up. Adrian Cook said, "You ever met Aunt Hefe and Fort Extra? I followed them. Rats kicked them down near, oh, damn near off YouTube. No, I have not had the pleasure of meeting Aunt Hefe or Fort Extra. You feel me? However, I've heard nothing but good things about both of those gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? But no, I've never met them too. Mm-mm. They younger than I am. But you said they damn near kicked them off of YouTube. I can believe it. Anybody that's considered to be of real, that lives by a code of ethics, you know what I'm saying, and carry real strong moral value, these that's a threat to these busters. I'm a threat to them. Anytime I drop these lives or a video, I'm a threat. And I become more and more of a threat. And I don't mind that. You know why? Because somebody got to do it. Even if that's sacrificing myself, man, like I said earlier, hey, the video is already here. It's not going nowhere. You feel me? Jake Brown, what's up with my bro, man? Salute to you. Salute to you. I'm glad you was able to make the live. Love and respect to you as well as always. Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna always be a threat to these dudes, man. And that's real. They hate the truth. They hate the truth. You know what roaches do when the light come on? When the light get on them? They scurry around everywhere. They hate the light. Just like rats. See, rats like to sneak around in the dark and do all their dirty work. But in this day and age right now, the rats, they really not scared of no light. You got some of them that's pleading and begging for the light. Because they feel like they playing chess with a whole bunch of people that's playing checkers. These dudes actually think they're fucking smart, where they can pull the wool over everybody's fucking eyes and be accepting of the police ass shit that they doing, bro. That's some real shit. And you got to think about this. The dudes that y'all seeing online, like the sporty faces and the dudes that's actually trying to do something, you know what I'm saying, to better themselves, better their community and their position in life, right? Right? Are these dudes encouraging their community, people in their communities, younger kids and all that, right, to go out and gangbang, commit crimes, unalive people? Or are they doing that? I haven't seen any of that. I haven't seen any of that. Adrian Cook said, yeah, you the big U era. OG, salute. Paulie P978 said, is what? Man, that dude name ain't no good nowhere. Behind the walls, in the streets, his name ain't no good nowhere. He's a nobody, bro. He's a nobody. He's a real true to life nobody piece of shit rat. Period. I call a ball, a strike a strike. Period. I can't get down with that. You know what I'm saying? Or anybody affiliated, associated to him. I'm cool. All this shit that's going on, niggas getting niggas pages took. You know what I'm saying? Doing all this police shit, man. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying his name. I'm not saying anybody that's affiliated with his name or any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I know a police officer when I see one. I'm not fooled by none of this shit. Straight up. Never will be. Byron, what's up, bro? I see you, man. I send my love to you, family, as always. Salute to you. I'm glad you was able to make the live too. Let's see. Wizard said, "Creep the righteous sacrificial lamb." Yeah, man. 100% no good. Period. Did it say, okay, change the subject next? What you want to talk about? Without mentioning no other podcasters or any of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they got bad marks on their report cards. I'm not discussing none of them busters. You feel me? But what I will do is continue to wake the people's game up when it comes to the damage that these dudes is doing, the snitching, the police work, and all that shit. I'm gonna continue to do that because everybody need to know this shit. My page could be gone next if I was utilizing their content and mentioning their name and biting into the bullshit that these dudes they think they smart, bro. They think they smart. This shit is crazy. Adrian Cook said, yeah, change subject. All right, what y'all want to talk about? G Bravado, what's up with my bro, man? You made it today, huh? Shout out to you. Much love to you. Much love to Oakland, Brody. Diddy did it said anything but him. That guy can get pages took. Absolutely. He's not the only one. He's not the only one, bro. He's not the only one. I seen another guy, right? That do gang blogs. I'm not gonna say his name, right? Admit to doing the same shit, right? How can you consider yourself to be a public figure? You know what I'm saying? That's out there, that's doing this type of shit and doing police shit online. Nasty. Nasty. ODR22 said, how often you go live? Adrian Cook say, oh my, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Diddy said, Creep, how many buildings they got that are for just GP only? How many buildings they got that's just for GP only? You mean how many prison yards? That's for GP only? All level fours are GP. You feel me? All level fours are GP. So you got Tehachapi, not Tehachapi, excuse me. All the Tehachapi is PC. You got New Folsom, you got High Desert, you got Old Corcoran, you got Delano, you got Calipatria, you got Centinela, you got let me see, Pelican Bay, let me see, Salinas Valley. Let me see. I have to make my way in my mind down the coastline. Let me see. Uh, I think that may be it. Yeah, I think that might be it. So it's probably like eight prisons with level 4 general population yards. J Dub said, Creep, I want to know what you think about the younger generation of essays using the N word. I think it's horrible. In all honesty, I've spoken about that, right? I think it's horrible. In all honesty. Have you ever read, Did it say, have you ever read that book, The Soledad Brothers? Yep. Keith Kloss, what's up, bro? Send mine. Salute, salute, salute to you as well. Charles, what's that? Charles 12th Street. Can I suggest a book respectfully? Absolutely. What book is it? Me and Miss Golden is deeply into books. She just went and bought like 6 books. The other like last week. I was actually look, let me show y'all some. Hold up. This is the Homeboy book right here. Right? Shout out to my bro BG Ali, man. This thing BG Ali right here, man. You feel me? Y'all, this book is available on all major platforms. You know what I'm saying? Amazon and all that. Y'all can go get this book, man. This is the Homeboy BG Ali from Compton, from original Front Hood. You feel me? And I actually interviewed him on this show before. He had me when he was doing podcasting. He had me on his show, I think twice. You feel me? And this is actually the person that really inspired me to start doing podcasting. After I did the interviews with him, his podcast was called On Us Podcast. It's on YouTube. Y'all probably can type in my name, and them old interviews with him interviewing me will come up. And the interview that I did with him on my show is still up. You know what I'm saying? But this is the latest one that I just started it. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually going to try to get him on. I was supposed to have been trying to get him on to interview him about this book, but that's definitely going to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's bro right there. That's a no-brainer. He definitely will be on. I promise you. Charles said 1 out of 1,000 women are good. The other 999 are all bad. Is that the that's my question too. Is that the name of the book? Adrian Cook said, "Hell of a name of a book." I swear to God. I swear to God. I hope that's the name of the book, cause Miss Golden say that title is crazy. That is crazy. Hey, Miss Golden, write that down so I won't forget it, cause damn, that's a hell of a title. For real, for real. J-Dub say, I think if they're talking like that where you're at, you guys should be getting off on them and change it from the inside out. Hey, J-Dub, you hear it, right? But not as often. And a lot of the times, in all honesty, I swear, when a lot of the Hispanics is using the N-word like that, right? if they not talking to themselves, they're talking to young blacks. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the youngsters, they communicate a lot more than the older ones. You know what I'm saying? And when they communicate with each other, they talk to each other like, you know what I'm saying? Which is a trip to me because again, I'm from the old school. I'm not used to nobody outside of black utilizing that word, right? And then you have to think about this, right? And I don't want to say this to raise any type of controversy because I've spoken about this before in the past and people was like, oh, he's a racist, he's a racist. No, no, I'm not. This is the thing with a lot of the gang members, right? The black gangs and Hispanic gangs that's beefing on the streets in some of these communities, right? If you go through some of these communities, you're gonna see spray painted on the wall NK. It was a big thing about the El Money Flores is doing that. You know what I'm saying? Saying that they was NK and it ain't even the only black gangs that's around the El Money Flores. It's us. You got us on one side, then way over on the other side is the West Covina neighborhoods. That's the other black gangs that's in West Covina. But other than that, and they not even beefing with us like that. So how the fuck are y'all NK? You feel me? And you say you NK, but you're using the N word. That's where the controversy come in at, bro. So that's why I say I'm not in agreement of that word being utilized like that. Adrian Cook said, vicious ass book. Miss Golden said, you're not reading that. I just started. I just got it. I just got it because actually he sent that to his brother, right? And his brother was reading the book before me. I literally just got the book. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I haven't had BG Ali on the show yet. Because I'm gonna read through it, go through it, and prepare to, interview him about it. Charles said, that's it, that saying came from a prophet 1500 years ago. Papa Bear said, what do you value now that you didn't value as much when you were younger? That's a damn good question. Shout out to Papa Bear, man. Salute to you, Brody. I thank you for that question. What do I value now that I didn't value when I was younger is definitely my family, the ones that I still have attachments to, right? Definitely them. I value true friendship, but I don't call friendship friendship. The people that I consider to be friendly to me, either we family or we're nothing. And if I consider you to be a family member to me, that says a lot. That says a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I value family. I value, real friendship. You feel me? And I value education. The one thing that I took lightly in my younger years, because I seen everything else as being more important. Although, I didn't allow myself, I didn't afford myself the opportunity to get as educated as I needed to be in my younger years. It took everything that I went through, man, to start wanting to learn and be a better thinker. Adrian Cook said, yeah, no woman going to want her man with a book like that. She talking about Charles' book. Great question. Yeah, that was a great question. Did it say no? She probably talking about the other book Charles has. LOL. Charles said, this is just for the sake of knowledge. Knowledge is power. The book is called The Spectacle of Death. What does it say? It glimpses of the afterlife. Oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. Adrian Cook say, I value other people's life more now that I'm older. Yeah, man. Hey, man. You have to value life, man. With so much death, I've lost so many people. That's another thing too. That was a good answer. That I definitely have to take that and agree with you wholeheartedly. Valuing life. That's why I always end the show with allowing the people that's in your life to know that you love and appreciate them now while you can, because tomorrow is promised to none of us. I have lost so many people since I've been in here. I'm telling you, I got a big old stack of obituaries in here right now. You feel me? People that I would never be able to get a chance to see again, not unless it's an afterlife and we see each other and we remember each other, or however that go once you pass away. But I would never be able to have conversations with these people. I would never be able to interact with them. I would never be able to tell them that I love them. You know what I'm saying? I would never be able to spend quality time with them. None of that. I wasn't even able to go to their funeral. I wasn't even able to say last words, a final goodbye, an appropriate goodbye. None of that. All the loss that I've suffered from being in here and me being in here is nobody else's fault. You know what I'm saying? This is not a pity party. You know what I'm saying? I placed myself, in around the wrong people at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. So nah, this ain't no pity party. However, being in here, you take losses like that, bro. And it's effed up. It really is. It's effed up. It really is. So that's why I always end the show the way that I do, man. Y'all got to let the people know that's in your life how much you love them and value them while you can. You feel me? I remember when my uncle was dying, he ended up passing away from cancer, right? And during his last days, I wasn't even able to talk to him. And I remember I tried to call him, but he was, it was messing him up, man. And he wasn't able to take the call. And the next day, he passed away. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely value life. I definitely value the people that's in my life more. You know what I'm saying? Which is why my push to be on a more positive path and try to guide the younger dudes on the more positive path, and just try to teach them, man, to value life more, and to value the people that's in their life more. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow is promised to nobody. And again, it's a blessing to be able to grow older and develop these gray hairs. You know what I'm saying? Having these gray hairs, I told y'all, is a representation of my homies that's deceased, that's resting in peace, that didn't grow to an old age. Some didn't make it out their teens. Some didn't make it past 25. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to see some of these dudes grow older and get gray hairs and see how they, man. You feel me? So yeah, man, it's important that y'all value everything that you have right now. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Damu said, Creek, ever get a hold of the black the black Jacob black Jacobins? It's about the Haitian Revolution. Nah, I ain't never read that one, bro. That's crazy. It's about the Haitian Revolution, though. I wouldn't mind checking that out. Charles said people are dying rapidly out here. In the end, everyone will be with whom they love. Hey, You know what I'm saying? If after this life we'll return to each. Oh, we lost our connection for a minute, man. Y'all still there? Everybody still there? We end this because the connection's starting to trip, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end this. Let me see. Come more of these. Adrian Cook said, I didn't value life when I was young because I was selfish, only thinking about me. Yeah, that's how a lot of us be, man, in our younger age. We can't think past our nose, unfortunately. And we grow thinking we know everything, right? And don't be knowing shit. Papa Bear said, did you go through the system with a chip on your shoulder being from the Wardy? I absolutely did. Just to keep it real, I absolutely did. I probably had more fights with Crips than I have anybody, being that, you know what I'm saying, being from where I'm from, in comparisons to other larger areas with larger gangs and all that, and going through the system and telling people where I'm from. And the one thing that always set me off is when I tell them where I'm from, they'd be like, what is that? Or where that's at? And that's all it took. So I definitely had a chip on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? That's a good question, Papa Bear, for real, for real. Adrian Cook said, if my money wasn't right, I didn't care about anyone else. Yeah, man. When you hungry and you out there, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to survive, you know what I'm saying, your care value goes completely low. That's real. Charles said, yes, if you love them, you will be with them. Or whatever a person love, that's where they're going to be, good or bad. Charles said, that's because we speaking the real. Yeah, we speaking the real. It's nothing but realness here at this round table, bro. That's all I invite. That's all I try to embrace. That's why y'all are here. That's why we are all here. You know what I'm saying? We not here by chance. We not sitting at this round table by chance. We are not being introduced to each other by chance. This is fate. You know what I'm saying? Fate leads the righteous to the righteous. Ain't nobody here that's not supposed to be. Straight up. That's how I feel in my heart of hearts. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going to get up out of here, man, before this thing ends up going out again, man. I love spending this time with y'all. I appreciate all of y'all, man, for showing up yet again to this round table, man. It's all love. It's all love. Let me read these last comments. Dalmu said, with your mindset, you will be successful on these streets, homie. You will be a rare gem that stands out for a minute, but the joy of creating your own atmosphere will set in, and your maturity now will carry you through. Man, I appreciate that, bro. For real, for real. I appreciate that down move, man. Hey, man, it's people like you. You know what I'm saying? It's people like you. Is solid homies that I know that still exist, that's out there. You know what I'm saying? That help me. Y'all the ones that helped me. The homie 16 to life. You know what I'm saying? He made me see shit completely different. Woke my game up. I give all the credit to him. That's a real man right there. That's a real man. And I probably have died saying that. That's a real man right there. He made me see shit differently, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I value real dudes. I value real homies. No matter where you from. Crip, blood, it don't matter. It don't matter. Did it say why it be going out? Because the prison has these cell phone jammers, right? They actually have these little machine things that they call cell phone jammers. So those machines are designed to pick up cell phone signals within the prison. Nobody is supposed to have cell phones inside the prison, and only the police. And they have like these special phones where they communicate with each other with, right? So anything outside of that, those cell phone jammers try to pick it up and it'll do one or two things. It's gonna knock out your signal, or it's gonna latch on to your signal, right? And when it latch on to your signal, it the computer gets your IP number from your phone, and the prison already has it set to, with the courts out within that community. Once they get your IP number, they can shut your phone completely down. So your phone, you won't be able to dial out, you won't be able to get no calls, you won't be able to access nothing. The phone is just completely dead. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's a whole thing. That's why the signal goes in and out sometimes. Adrian Cook said, "Please, peace and blessings, bro. Peace and blessings to you, man. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. Peace and blessings to this whole Roundtable family, man. I love all y'all, man. Y'all just don't know, man. You feel me? When I cut this camera off and it's time for me to lay my head down in here, which I do in this very area right here, right? And I sit back and I think about the things that took place throughout the day, you know what I'm saying? And certain things that I might want to talk about tomorrow, whenever I'm gonna do the show again, right? You know, I just sit back and just reflect on everything, and I count my blessings. I'm thankful for everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for I'm thankful for all of y'all. I'm thankful for the homie 16 of life. I'm thankful for Damian Porter. I'm thankful for all of y'all, bro. I'm thankful for all of y'all, for real. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, me in prison on a level 4 general population yard, right? In prison, been in prison all these years, and I get to communicate with y'all. And y'all see, I'm not in here on no BS. You know what I'm saying? I don't jump online to create beef with other podcasters, other content creators. Nah. I'm here to stand up for the righteous ones, though. You feel me? That's my purpose, to teach and hopefully inspire the younger dudes, because since they say it's not a lot of righteous OGs in the game right now, which, you know, I don't believe that. I believe it's still some. You know what I'm saying? The dudes can learn from. You just got to be willing to learn. You got to be willing to reach out to these OGs, the righteous ones. Not the ones that send in the mixed signals and mixed messages and all that. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that's actually trying to keep the target off your back. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I told y'all I would never encourage any of mine to go to no 50-50 PCS and YR, because you're putting them young men's life in danger by doing that. Period. Ain't nothing cool or fly about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So for the righteous ones, yeah, man, hey, that's who I'm here for. That's who I do it for, man. On that note, I'm finna get up out of here. Hey, I love and appreciate you all, man. I'm thankful for all of y'all. Thank you all for tapping into the Swang Glow podcast show. Thank you all for becoming part of the family, man. You feel me? Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already did it. You know what I'm saying? Become officially part of the family, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's enough room at this round table for all of y'all. And as y'all can see, we don't come here to attack each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't. We're family here. We're family here, the righteous. And we here to wake each other's game up about all this bullshit, these rats, these snitches, these no good pieces of shit that's online right now, getting people's pages took down. That's what it's about, man, the righteous. But y'all take care. I love all y'all. To the next time we meet at this round table, y'all take care. Stay safe out there. Keep y'all head on the swivel out there, man. Watch these pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Watch them, because they're no good. They're no good. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, I'm finna get up out of here, man. I love and appreciate you all. Y'all take care. Stay safe. Let the people that's in your life know you love them and appreciate them while you can, because tomorrow's promised to none of us, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? On that note, I'm up out of here, man. I love all y'all. Till the next time, Triple Gang.